Welcome back to the Bod Squad podcast, the place where we break down fitness, nutrition, and mindset in a way that actually makes sense for real life. Today, we're talking about energy balance, the foundation for fat loss, muscle gain, and just feeling confident in your body again. Now, don't you know, just because it sounds like math, I promise once you get this, everything else becomes way easier. So, energy balance, what is it? It's basically the relationship between the energy you take in, your food, and the energy that you burn through your workouts, moving around, and even the calories your body burns just by existing. If these two things are equal, that is called your maintenance. So, your weight stays the same. And that is why I set up your meal plans around your maintenance calories. That's your baseline. From there, we can adjust depending on our goal. And we'll start with fat loss because that is usually where people begin when they come to me. To lose fat, your body needs a calorie deficit, meaning you burn more than you eat. You can do that in two ways. One, eat a little less, subtract about 250 to 500 calories a day from your maintenance calories. For example, if your maintenance is 1800, you would aim to eat 1300 to 1500 calories per day. Or the second option, move a little bit more, burn an extra 250 to 300, 500 calories extra through activities like walking, extra steps, cardio, whatever, more intense workouts. The best approach to that is a little bit of both, a little bit of A, a little bit of B, consistently. Consistency beats perfection every time. So here's a question I get asked a lot from my clients. So say we're on a fat loss plan, but we accidentally eat in a surplus for a few days or even a week. Could we actually build muscle from that? And that is a great question. Here's the deal. Muscle growth requires resistance training and enough protein and calories to build tissue. Fat loss requires a calorie deficit. So if you accidentally eat in a surplus for a few days, your body might get enough energy to support a tiny little bit of muscle growth, especially if you're lifting heavy. This is more likely if you're new to lifting or returning after a break or starting a new sport. Beginners get or even advanced training to some degree, get what we call body recomposition, meaning they can gain a little bit of muscle while losing a little bit of fat. For more advanced trainees, a few surplus days won't cause major muscle gains, but it won't ruin your fat loss goals either. So the key, remember, is consistency over time. The majority of the week is what matters the most. And here is the part I want to make super clear with you guys before we talk about macros. We haven't even broken down that yet. Carbs, proteins, fats, that's coming in a few next episodes. But before we dive into that, I want you to understand this first. The math comes first. Maintenance calories, deficits, and surpluses, that is your foundation. Once you get this, adjusting your macros becomes way easier because you'll know your body's energy budget and you can use it strategically for fat loss, for muscle gain, or for body recomposition. Now, here's the mindset piece that I want you to click. Try to get this to click. Understanding energy balance gives you control. You'll never need to jump into a fad diet or starve yourself. You'll be able to adjust your nutrition depending on your goals or life season. Maybe right now fat loss feels right for you, but in 6 months from now, perhaps strength or performance is your focus. But once you know your maintenance, your deficit, your surpluses, you can shift gears without starting over. All right, Bod Squad, that is your lesson for this week. Focus on understanding your maintenance calories, track them, notice how your body feels, and pay attention to your workout. Next, we'll break down macros, carbs, proteins, and fats, muscle gain, energy, and how to tweak them to fuel fat loss. So keep tuning in. Until next time, stay consistent, stay confident, and remember, it is not about perfection. It is about understanding your body and showing up for yourself. Catch you in the next episode.